Hello and welcome to Watch What Crappens, a podcast about all that crap on Bravo that we just love to talk about, truly love. I am Ben Mandelker, and joining me today, the one, the only, a man who would never crash a combine while going through town, Mr. Ronnie Karam. Hi, Ronnie.
Well, hello. I wouldn't be so sure about that last part. Give me access to one and we'll see.
We are here to talk about McBee Dynasty. Before we do that, just a reminder that this coming Monday, we have an Amazon live moment that we'll be doing where we'll be talking about who knows what, but we'll talk about items that we have bought and loved. And we just have our little shopping moment there. So come join us for that. And thank you to everyone who came last night to Crappy Hour. So basically for the next few weeks, it's going to alternate on Mondays between Crappy Hour and Amazon Live. So essentially you'll just get to see us live on which in some way or another. So come join us for those. And patreon.com/watchwhatcrappens, where you get our weekly bonus episodes. We'll record one later this week, and access to Crappens on demand, where you can watch us, not just listen. All those videos are there, and then they eventually make their way to YouTube. But if you want them fresh and hot and sexy and cool, then go to Patreon. That's the news. Ronnie, what did you think about McBee Dynasty heading to Nashville for a cast trip?
This damn show tricked me. I really thought they made it look like cold cheats. But you know what? No. I will say I was wrong. All of us were wrong because we listened to the damn preview. We should know better now from Bravo. But I will say you're still a piece of shit that everybody believes that so easily. You know? So I'm not taking it back. I'm not taking back my piece of shit comments. Cole.
Yeah, you let him know. Cole, he didn't cheat. It was a very exciting turn of events on a very exciting episode. They went to Nashville and they came back and they still had 10 minutes left in the episode. So really so much happened. Why don't we dive right into it? We have Tessa.
We saw McBee Dynasty. Jesse and Allie are finally getting hitched. And so that's exciting.
and we see the flashback to Steven, pestering Jesse to get a prenup. I guess we'll see. Kayla went back to Dallas where she could be a slut in a different state, stupid bitch. And I suspect this time it's for good. And if it's not, it will be for good because I got a golf club in my back seat and I'm going to use it.
Then Cole up and left the farm during harvest for Casey's baby moon, really pissing Steven off. I mean, who does he think women are anyway? And even though Bit Boss Man ain't at the farm, his game of Russian roulette continues. And it just cuts to Galena holding a gun to a chicken's head. It's like spinning the wheel like, okay.
Ginger. It's Ginger's
like, listen here, Ginger. You will regret going to Masha instead of me. Click. Oh, you got lucky this time, you chicken bitch.
Galena's stupid chuckle.
Those eyes, those piercing eyes she gets. I see them in my sleep.
I cannot believe this is actually happening. So that was the craziness of McBee Dynasty. So by the way, for all of you who are wondering, what the fuck happened with that combine at the end of the last episode when a wheel came flying off of it into the road and could have killed someone if anyone had been driving that road? Guess what? You'll never get to know because we never went back to it. Because as we all remember, last week's episode was like, how could Cole do this? We're in the middle of harvest. How could a Cole leave in the middle of harvest? And this week is, well, we're going to go have to try some spices in Nashville. So everyone leave.
He's such a hypocrite. And it is funny watching him slowly morph into his father, because he really is becoming that man. He's like, well, you can't do it, but I can. And you can't go out for a baby moon, but we can all go for a boys trip, which you're going to get in trouble for. I'm going to go try and ruin everybody's relationship, so I'm not the only single person in this family. I mean, it's just exactly what his dad does, every single time. So, guys, you know where I want to go, and I hope you want to go too, because we're about to go there. The Farm Fulfillment Center. Get in the wagon.
Have you ever wondered how we fulfill all those dribble doors? You go to the Farm Fulfillment Center. This is where
it's also where we drop off the babies that the women are going to start dropping. You ready for your baby? Come get it. The Farm Fulfillment Center. That's what Boss Man would like.
The Farm Fulfillment Center, which is where farms go when they're feeling low on self-esteem and they come out feeling great. Farm Fulfillment.
It's not your fault, Farm. Yeah, but I've always wanted to kick Cole's ass, and the Hill did it first. They had to go out of town to get it done. It's not your fault, Farm.
I just gave such a bad crop of corn. You know, I've only given 150 bushels, and I just feel, I don't know, I feel like I would give more bushels if I just felt more fulfilled. Do you have an activity for me?
How many bushels do I give, and I don't even receive a peck in return? Well, it's not. Life isn't a song of guys and dolls, Farm. Okay? All right. I feel more fulfilled. Thank you.
Sometimes a farm can catch a cold. So Steven is packing boxes of beef because he's like really pushing this meat thing. Although good luck to anyone who buys meat from these jokers. They can't even seem to like send like one piece of brisket down to Kansas City for a barbecue. Idiots.
That's sad. Good luck to all the people who are buying meat with too much fat cut off, as we just learned from the last episode.
People are just going to be getting like discards from Cole's house, like an old like Tasmanian devil t-shirt. Like, wait a second, I thought I ordered meat. Oh, we're so bad. Sorry. We thought you said you wanted a Tasmanian devil t-shirt. That's my bad. That one's on me.
I'm sorry. We ordered meat and there was a spilled big gulp in the box. So yeah, it was Cole. That must have been Cole's day at work. That is why we don't do baby moons in the middle of harvest. We are harvesting in the middle of harvest, Cole.
It's a meat harvest. Oh God. So Cole. So yes, they're really like, this is them really trying to shill their meat business. I was tempted to buy some meat from them just to see, like how bad it was. But then I was like, no, I'm not going to support these people. So, but yeah, I'll get meat locally, but, yeah, they're just, they're shipping meat all around.
Well, the McBee Meat Company is our own farm-raised beef and pork grown here. And lately, we've been shipping meat boxes out like crazy with the upcoming holidays. There's high demand. We even shipped one to a baby moon. I said, finally, an appropriate use of meat. Thank you, pregnant people.
You want a meat box? Look no further than the McBee meat box. We grow all our pork with natural fertilizer because nothing gives good pork like a McBee pork flour. They blossom in pure Missouri sunlight.
One thing I think of often, and I don't even know why, is how excited Steven was when they got the meat truck. He's like, I'm driving around the meat truck. It says McBee meat. He's just dressed big guy driving around a truck that's like completely covered in McBee meat, where meat gets its meat. This is even where cows would order their meat. Hey, you know what our meat's last wish was on their last meal request? Meat from McBee meat.
I wish it was like the Oscar Mayer wiener truck, except they just like built out like to make it look like a big ribeye, like on its side, just driving along. You know, he's just driving a ribeye.
It's a tomahawk. It's like you can't fit any passengers in the back. They're, damn it, we shouldn't have chosen the hot tomahawk. I can't even get any meat in the back of this truck. It's just a big bone.
Padma's in there also being like, where do hot dogs come from? Because on
Who did we steal meat from?
Taste the Nation she drove, and that I will always remember her driving along in the Oscar Mayer wiener truck being like, why are there hot dogs in Milwaukee?
The oppressed burrito. Let's check in. Burrito, how are you feeling today? Do you feel kidnapped from your own country? Yes, I do. I'm very oppressed. That was the best burrito interview everybody's ever done. Everybody, that's a wrap. No pun intended, burrito.
Wow. So Steven.
Wow.
Wow. That's Steven doing Padma. Steven's like, so how was the baby moon, Cole? Because while you were relaxing, the rest of us were in the combines focusing on the harvest. I was like, no, you weren't in the combines. You were standing around the combines because it had flipped over and a wheel had gone down the hillside. Those combines were going nowhere and there was no harvests.
None of you were driving combines. Let's not pretend to work when we know you don't.
The NFL combine. So,
well, my phone was on Do Not Disturb because I was at the baby moon. You know, you've really never known excitement until you've shown somebody a mountain for the first time.
You know, it's funny because his phone was on Do Not Disturb. while my life was on Disturbed watching Cole's face. I swear to God, it's like a haunted tree stump. I cannot look at him anymore.
Right. Well, you're becoming a traveler, and I was going to Nashville. So what do you think of that? So you're going to have to put that in your schedule. Put that in your schedule and smoke it. Okay? Pretend your schedule's a pipe. Do that. He's like, I ain't leaving. Well, it's an actual business trip, okay? We got to go throw some spices in with these packages. So we're going to go look at custom spices, which you can only get by driving to Nashville, Tennessee. Do you understand? The mail system doesn't work out of Nashville. They can't send us samples, okay? What are we going to ask for, samples of samples? What are we, losers, Cole?
It is physically impossible to send spices in the mail. You are the most pessimistic person I've ever met to talk about spices, okay? Yes, you can send meat, but you cannot send spices. Everyone knows this, Cole. Now get it with it.
So Jesse is going to have to go too. So he's like, here we go. We have a history with Nashville that includes us making poor choices. And I've got a wedding coming up in a few weeks. I'm supposed to be doing all that stuff I'm doing for the wedding right now, which is nothing really, except wondering what maroon is.
I love them acting like there's a lot of decisions to be made about this wedding. We all know what it's going to be. They're going to go into that generic event space that they use this very episode to have a baby shower. They're going to just put some flowers up. All the ranch hands, that creepy guy, Jake, who may be like Beavis, I don't know. He's going to be in charge of like putting everything up. They're not going to lift a finger. They're going to make all their employees do everything. Tessa will be like, it'll be my honor. I raised these boys and I want to put a flower on the wall to celebrate them. They're going to do all the work. They're not going to do a single thing.
They're not going to do a thing. Yeah.
We know. It's going to be on the farm.
Allie's going to be like, why is Jake throwing meth at the birds? They're going to die. You can't throw birds.
They're acting like they have to like secure like a deposit to get John Legend to perform at this thing. No, you're all going to be in the backyard with the banjo playing.
Yeah, Tessa's going to be like, some say love, it's like a river.
Because tonight is a real good night. Woo, woo. Like
I hope you dance. I hope you dance.
All right, I want everyone to get on the dance floor. All right, love shake.
I put a brick into his side and I scratched his car of his 4-wheel drive.
Cause we're going to the YMCA. Come on, everyone.
I'm sorry, Tessa. That is too gay. Please, not this way.
Not anymore. We took it back.
Just because Jesse has become a gay icon in Ronnie's life does not mean that he's gay enough to get this song at his wedding. Please.
I love Tessa just being a one-woman band.
She is. Didn't you see the one where they're like, oh, that's Tessa. You know, Tessa can sing. And Tessa's like, yeah, sure I do. I would sing with my mama. I would sing with my papa. They're not here no more. These boys threw a birthday party for me, so I'm going to sing Amazing Grace. I was like, oh, no.
Ladies and gentlemen.
Your father didn't just roll over in his grave. He knocked on the lid and said, shut the fuck up, Tessa. Jesus, how far do I got to run?
Ladies and gentlemen, for our wedding, we are honored to introduce our entertainment for the evening. It's Tessa Lawler and the Dribble Doors. Hey, everyone. Who's ready to party? Shout. Everybody go shout. A little bit louder now. A little bit louder now. A little bit louder now. A little bit louder now.
My baby loves the hanky-panky. My baby loves the hanky-panky.
Don't blame it on the sunshine. Don't blame it on the moonlight. Don't blame it on the combine. Blame it on the boogie.
Let's go back to the fulfillment center. So Stephen's like, I'm sure Allie will be fine with the trip to Nashville. Tell her it's about spice samples. Well, this close to the wedding, she'll kill me. And Cole's like, well, I literally promised Casey I'd get my act together and cut back on the drinking, but Nashville will make me miss her maternity photo shoot. It was all supposed to be my paternity photo shoot. So you're going to miss your paternity What is she supposed to eat pickles alone in that photo shoot?
I know. Honestly, I know this will upset Casey, but really see it as a blessing in disguise, because when you guys are divorced in about 2 years, do you really want to see that guy in the golden sunlight looming over your baby? No, you don't. I think cornfields is a better option.
Yeah, taking pictures alone in a cornfield is a better option for sure. Your baby won't have to ask questions later. Who's that guy? It's the postman, honey. It's the postman.
So then Steven's saying like, well, she'll be all right with it. And Jesse goes, if you're so confident, you should give them both a call because the producer said that's what we have to do in this scene. It's like, ha, 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 ha. So Steven calls Casey and he's like, hey, Casey, it's Steven. Yeah. Well, guess what? I'm calling because I'm taking Cole and Jesse to what it's about our meat shipments. And we decided it would be a good idea to have a complimentary product of sending it out along. So we're going to get spices. We're going to go find out about spices. And unfortunately, the only place in America that has spices is in Nashville. So unfortunately, we have to go there and take Cole there too.
I love this sentence. Hey, Casey, I'm here talking to Cole and Jesse about meat shipments. Okay. Lose my fucking number, bro. Okay. So Casey's like, oh, so Cole wants to go to Nashville? Well, no, Steven wants me to go. I don't want to go there. Oh, is he going to go regardless if I say no? Well, you could say no, and then we won't have to find out. You know, if you don't say no, we won't have to find out if I make him disobey you and choose between his family business and some girl he got impregnated in a cornfield. So how about that, Casey? Huh? Hey, Casey, do you want your baby to have milk in its mouth, or would you rather it have no spices? Those are your options.
Well, I was hoping that it would have what Monster energy drink in its mouth personally.
So he's like, whatever. So she's like, whatever, and hangs up on him.
It's time for a commercial. It's time for a Crappens commercial.
So now we go to Steven's house, and he's putting away pictures of him and Calla, and sad music's playing like, I was a cowboy once, but now I'm just a man in a hat without my woman here to give me love. Where's my truck? Why can't I get love in my mouth? Where's my truck?
Where's my truck? It's a great song. Great song. I love it. I love it so much.
He's like, this is the longest I've gone without talking to Calla since we first started dating. It just feels like I'm missing something. I can't talk to my family about it because they got their own stuff going on. I mean, you got Cole. He's still trying to learn how to grasp onto a straw without lips. I mean, got Jesse. His wife is living in the big city. They even sell newspapers on the street where she's at. He doesn't know how to deal with that.
She's getting something called manicures and pedicures. I don't know what a mani is or a pedi, and I don't know why they need to be cured, but it's some city thing.
Can't even talk to those people, you know, can't even talk to the meat. Doesn't even have enough fat on it to be respect worthy. So it's just me, a cowboy, alone in his house.
Poor lonely Steven, stuck without Calla. Wow. So they're gonna go. They start this stupid trip, and Steven picks up the guys and everything, and then Allie calls and she's like, hi, Casey's upset, Cole needs to call her. So what a surprise, she's upset. And Allie's like, maybe you should have been trying to stay back too with your fiance, by the way, that you're getting married to in 2 weeks. I'm mad.
Yeah. So I mean, look, you don't even live in the same house, like.
Yeah.
Who cares? Like, literally, who cares? So Jesse's like, well, Casey let it slip to Allie that we were going to Nashville, so maybe it's not the best way for her to find out. Yeah, you should have told your fucking wife. I guess
you didn't tell your wife
probably figured you didn't have to tell her because she's not going to be at the same house anyway, maybe. I don't know.
I think
Look at me coming up with excuses for Jesse. I just love him.
No.
I don't care. I love him so much.
I think you should tell your significant other if you're going on a trip somewhere. So, Steven's like, well, guess what? We really do have meetings. Okay. We're sampling spices. Okay. We're going to be going to a Kroger out there and open up the McCormick jars and sticking our fingers in and seeing which one we like the most. And they only sell them in that Kroger. Okay. So this is a real work trip.
But also, the only reason to give samples for spices is to sell the spices. Why else would you give samples of a specific spice unless you were going to sell the spice? Otherwise, it's just a waste of damn money, fool. People know how to do it. So is this yours? Why don't you make like the McBee Spice Company at least? Or is this like some deal where you're going to get 10% of their sales if people...
You're also the customer. Why aren't they coming to you?
Yeah, none of this makes sense. So he's like, between Cole having a baby soon and Jesse getting married, this is our last chance to do something together before everything changes. Nothing's going to change. Cole's going to have a baby. He's still going to go get wasted in Nashville and make out with whatever scraps you leave behind. Jesse's going to still do the same damn thing. Do you guys even work at this job? I need to know. Do you think they really work there?
Cole will still be punching hills for years to come. Yeah. Don't you worry.
Marriage doesn't necessarily change people. Neither do babies. They just make them more annoyed.
Now we go to Jesse and Allie's farmhouse, which I hate because for some reason it's like Robin's egg blue on every wall on the inside. And Christy is there. She's like, I'm frustrated. Steven should not have had the boys in position to leave you both. You know I care a lot about how the boys treat you. They know better than that. So it's heartbreaking for me to see because it's like their dad. It's his bad example. And Nashville for them only leads to drama. Oh, well.
It really feels like a slap in the face. Yeah, and I feel like I've changed so much, and all I ask of Cole is to change a couple of things, and he can't even do that to get ready for the baby. Christy's like, yeah, well, I think, if he doesn't make those changes, you might need to make some decisions on your own and leave my son, because I'm teaching my sons how to respect women. You'll start seeing evidence of that. I'm not really sure when, but I planted the seeds, kind of. Well, I got the seeds. I heard about it in a book. I don't really know how to plant seeds. Neither do my sons, actually. First, I'm starting to teach my sons how to plant seeds. We'll get to the women part later, girls, but I'll be working on it. I will be.
Listen, I don't use conditioner in my hair, but I will condition my sons. And you can do it too.
And Casey says, I just don't want to be married to Steve McBee, just his empire. Well, no, you don't, because being married to Steve McBee, that's a long, hard, oh my God, not right now. No, I wasn't going to say penis. I mean, it is. It is long, but it wasn't often hard. I forgot what we were talking about. Respect women.
Girls, let me give you a sneak preview of what it's like to be married to a McBee. One moment you're married, another moment they're cheating on you. You stick in that marriage for 25 years. You have a whole bunch of sons. You just act like your husband. And then they go and they find a whole bunch of dumb, boring women that you have to sit there and pretend to talk to. And they complain about it. And you say, follow my example. And they don't follow. And then you're stuck having more long, boring conversations with them in a stupid house with blue walls.
Hey. I heard that.
No, just theoretically. Just theoretically.
And these aren't just blue walls. These are Deborah blue. Now that's called Tiffany blue, honey. No, I'm a Debbie fan. So then we go to Allie.
Or Tiffany. I go to Debbie.
It's like the Temu Tiffany blue.
It's less than K. It's less than K and Jared is Debbie.
It's the Debbie Gibson blue.
Out of the blue.
Yeah. So then Jesse is like, yeah, Cole had it rough this morning too from Casey. Yeah, she gave me pretty strict instructions. No following new girls on Instagram, which apparently I always do when I go on a trip. God, what do I have to change my whole life? Changed so much. Now I can't even follow girls on Instagram. What the hell?
I like that the instructions for Cole were like the same. If they felt like the same instructions for tending to Gizmo and Gremlins. Okay, if you want to have Gizmo, first rule is Gizmo has to call Casey before he goes to bed. There can be no girls around Gizmo and no drinking after midnight or before midnight.
Yep. And except Cole never had the cute little part. He's just always been the gremlin. And you're like, oh my God, no one wants to take care of this thing overnight. Forget it.
Just imagine Cole driving a little pink Corvette.
I wouldn't be surprised if Cole had a personal rule not to ever get himself wet, though.
And based on how pale he is, I'm surprised he's ever been in the sunlight.
Yeah. Well, I think that sounds pretty reasonable. Now, Cole said he was coming down here with his brothers and Jake. What's wrong with that? And Casey said that is literally the worst group of people to be in Nashville with. Isn't that hilarious? Hilarious. Yeah, well, she tends to categorize. She lumps us in the same category. What do you say? How do you say
it? Cactus rise. Cooked rise.
It's the cat rise. The cat rises us.
Yeah. So is this when they're at the house now? I'm confused. I don't know where you are in the notes.
All the guys are just like, well, I guess we're going to be good for the women because, Allie's going to be mad if she sees any girls on Reels. So, these guys are so stupid. They all go to like cheat on their wives and get shit-faced and then take Instagrams of each other doing it.
Yeah.
Although last season it was their dad who kept doing that. He's like, okay, pose with these beautiful girls, guys. And then he'd take their picture and post it.
Why is it so funny that he's like, Allie's going to be mad if she sees any girls on Reels? Allie said that if she sees anyone on Periscope, she's going to raise a ruckus. Allie was saying that if she hears a woman's voice on Clubhouse, she's going to get real angry.
She said if I follow any more bands on MySpace, she's done with me. So Braden comes and he has a little friend named Johnny who has a bleached mullet. So I like to see the mullet like around and being judged in different ways.
Yeah, it's a nice touch.
Yeah.
And they tell him like no Instagram. He's like, that's right. No Instagram, no posting. This won't even go on Threads. And Steven's like, he's like, well, since we have a real meeting with spices, Galena's going to be there because you know what? We cannot taste the spices without the CFO being there. So we're going to stay somewhere in she's somewhere here in Nashville. And word on the street is that Masha is trying to come on down. So everyone looks like the Russian roulette is going to keep on coming.
Galena is our spice girl. Okay. Psycho Spice is coming. We need to watch out because Masha's here too. So they sit around and talk, and Jesse's like, wow, this is a nice little last hoorah before the wedding. Yeah, well, so I sense you're a little late in asking Allie to sign those prenup papers. Did you have the prenup papers drawn up? Are you going to... Dude, stop trying to ruin his fucking relationship. And their whole view on this is really weird too, because they're like, he says with a 67 or 72% divorce rate, whatever it is, if you don't sign a prenup, you almost have to get your name off everything because there's a good chance she'll take it. So that's not true. If they each own 10% of the company and he gets divorced, she would get the money from that company. She doesn't necessarily become an owner of the company. That's
or
silly.
She may own some sort of percentage. I don't know. It doesn't matter. She's not taking over the farm. And why would she take over this stupid farm? So Steven's like, wait a second.
She would get some of his portion of it, which she should. Look, she's getting married to this man and having his children, presumably. So give her money.
I don't want to buy a jar of coriander and know that half of it belongs to Allie. That is not fair. So,
by the way, did y'all know that coriander is actually cilantro? I feel disgusted and tricked and betrayed by words.
What cilantro? Exactly.
Some had a talk show in the 90s. Okay. We don't care about that.
Beyonce's sister. So Cole is like, yeah, if someone doesn't want to marry you for signing a prenup, it's kind of a big red flag. So let's just set the rule now. If you don't sign one, your name gets taken off the businesses because that could be a risk. Oh, God forbid his name gets taken off the farm. That's $6 trillion in debt and is under FBI investigation.
Exactly.
What a terrible thing to not be associated with this farm.
And if anybody is going to make anybody sign a prenup, Allie's going to make Jesse's broke ass sign a prenup. You guys are in debt. Your dad's going to jail, and she's got an actual career and a job, and she's going to school to even better her career. So fuck you guys. She should be making you sign a prenup, and I hope to God that's the twist, that she's like, well, we need to have a talk. I need you to sign a prenup. Okay, because I'm not going to jail for you. I'm not going into debt for you, and you're not getting my money when you eventually cheat on me and leave me. Okay?
Yeah. And they've been like dating since they were like 11 years old. So I think she's in it for the real reasons. So then, just idiots. So Jesse is like, yeah, no, I don't know. Oh no. So back up in Nashville. So now a little bit later in the Nashville house here in McBee, they're all hanging around, and Steven is like, has Allie called or texted yet wishing you a happy birthday boy? She is the most pessimistic person I've ever seen around a birthday. I can't say that anymore. I'm so angry.
No. Well, a year from now, things will look a lot different. Cole and maybe Jesse, they'll be changing diapers. I'll be 31. Isn't that wild? Isn't that wild?
Yeah, it's mind blowing. Things will just be so radically different. You'll be.
It's mind blowing. Yeah, it's mind blowing. Things didn't work out with Calla, the girl you met on a on a dating show who you fight with and hate. That's crazy.
Yeah. Things are going to look so, guys, he's going to be 31. Things are going to look so different around here. This is like the last chance we'll be able to party while he's still 30. I hope they can make it really work out.
I do hope that he finds love soon, though, because he's only got a certain amount of time while his knees are still good. I mean, that is a huge man. He's got a lot of muscle on there. His knees are probably like, when he walks, his knees are probably like, some say love, it is a flower.
Yeah, he's like, like in Saw, there's like Jigsaw. It's like, if we ever got to see Jigsaw in his youth, I think it would be Steven. I think it's like, oh, Jigsaw had a good body at one point. And that's Steven right now.
Well, you see the dad in this episode, and they actually Tessa said in some episode, maybe last year, she's like, "Oh, Boss Man, that was a hottie. He was a real hottie when he was younger. You should have seen that body. Get me body, get me body, get me body, get me body." Body, yaddy, 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 yaddy. And they really do have the same eyes, Steven and the dad. The same eyes and the same trying to ruin everybody's life so that they're all in the same boat. They've got a lot in common. So I'm just saying, enjoy your 30s, Steven, because you're about to start sledding down. Sledding down, boy.
It's all downhill from here, which is why the combine lost its tire. So
that's why it's good to like spend most of your life out of shape and making no effort, because then as you get older, you can even make like a tiny bit of effort and you improve as you get older. You see?
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Absolutely. So now we go over to this baby shower and they're in some, I don't know, are they in like at the farm? Are they at someone's house? I feel like every interior on this show looks like a community center.
This definitely had community center vibes for sure.
It's just like our study hall or something.
Yeah. So like there's a water fountain.
Yeah. It's there's like a bulletin board with like events coming up, but it's actually their house.
Yeah. You're trying to have a baby shower and there's like pictures of missing cats. Oh God.
It's like they've got to end the baby shower because there's going to be like a school dance later.
Oh my God, what a lovely card. Wait, is this an invitation to water aerobics? I'm sorry, I got that off the board.
Sorry, we have to wrap up this baby shower. There's going to be a senior salsa dancing lesson coming in here soon.
So we see Grandma Vicky McBee, Steve Sr.'s mom, and she's like, "Oh my God, hi Christy. Hi Christy. I just miss you so much. I'm so sorry." I mean, this woman is just a bag of regret.
She is so upset. She's like, now I've got to deal with all these crazy Russians my son keeps bringing home. And we have this lady who was blonde. Isn't that good enough? And now she's successful, staticky as all hell. Yes, but successful. Why?
Yeah.
Well, it's so great seeing Steve's mom. I missed her. I did. His family was like family to me. And what he did, it was not okay. It was not okay. It wasn't.
Over at Deacon Steakhouse, Steve Sr. walks in to join all the boys. It's a surprise thing because I did not think we'd ever see him because I thought he wasn't going to be on the show because of the FBI or who knows what. But he's here. He's here on TV. He made it.
And Steven didn't tell any of the boys, so it's a surprise. It's a surprise. Because, I know he's not perfect, but I love my dad, and I love being around my dad, and I love turning into my dad very, very slowly, inch by inch, turning into my dad. The boys are all thrilled to see their dad, who has been in hiding after running away from the show, because we all know he's in trubs.
They really treat their dad like he's a star. I mean, it's nice, it's nice when like the kids love their dad and everything, but they act like it's like they act like Garth Brooks just walked in and they're like, "Oh my God, it's dad. Come on, be chill. Okay. It's dad. Okay. All right. Who gets to sit next to dad? Oh my God, I can't believe dad's here." So he walks in and, then of course they start talking about Galena because they know she's in Nashville. And of course, how convenient. They invited Galena to lunch and oh my God, they left a chair next to Steve for Galena. Isn't that funny?
Steven's like, I'm a bet Galena comes in and gets some bone marrow. And Steve goes, 100%. She sure is. That's Galena loves her marrow. You know, she's going to get that.
Classic Galena with the bone marrow. Am I right, everyone? That's so Galena.
What you want to bet? She takes this open chair that's right by you, Dad, that we left open for you. What do you want to bet she's going to take that one? There's no other
chair. Don't make stupid bets like that. Hey, Dad, what do you want to bet that Galena takes this open chair instead of sitting at a whole separate table? What do you think?
I'll bet she sits right on top of the table and asks for bone marrow. So Galena comes in. She's like, hee. Hello, boys. Hello, boys. Hello, Steven Sr. Hello. Oh, what fancy meeting you here, huh? Well, there's duck, but we betting on you either getting tuna tartare or bone marrow because that's Galena coded, ain't right, boys?
Could you try not to ruin your stupid bet? Could you at least just let her make the decision first? I mean, why you're trying to guess if she's going to get the bone marrow, and you say we were guessing you were going to get the bone marrow. Don't just you ruined it.
Yeah. Well, I need Galena right now through this FBI investigation. But her biggest trigger, she's doing a great job. She lost us the hedge fund deal, and then possibly aided my dad in insurance fraud. So we really need her. I mean, this business is doing great because of Galena. So,
yes.
Unfortunately, her big trigger is Masha. So I took a marker and I scribbled out the mashed potatoes option on the menu, just because she might read it as Masha with her accent.
The last thing we need to do is pay for any missing chickens in this restaurant or broken windows.
Well, I guess I will have the baked potato and cut it up myself.
Oh, I hope, do they have chicken here? I sent them special bird ahead of time. Ginger bird.
I hope you have the special today, Steven. I brought it special for you. Ginger chicken. You will love.
Commercials. Here comes one right now.
So meanwhile, up at the dullest baby shower in the history of humans, Casey and her friends, Casey and the Rainshine Band, basically, they're playing some stupid game like, guess what the price is for a bib? $35, $600, 12 cents. It's like, oh my God.
An 8-pack of baby wipes is $20. What kind of world are we living in? And Tess is like, an 8-pack? I'll tell you something. I thought they was talking about one little baggie of wipies. Oh my God. It was an 8-pack of wipies. That's worth it. Am I right, ladies?
This is why you always got to wrap up your dribble door, if you know what I'm saying. You'll be in the poorhouse soon enough.
That part made me laugh so hard. So now, guys, special announcement. We're getting a person I've been requesting for weeks. Aunt Darla, Uncle Jimmy's wife, is here. Here she is, Darla. All I hear is Darla. It's great to have you here, honey. Tell us what you've been up to.
Yeah, well, Jimmy had mentioned that the boys might go to Nashville, Christy. That's what I heard from Jimmy.
Well, God, I'm glad you're here. You really are the life of the party, Darla. Now, I get worried when the boys are with Steve because they never, they're never just about spending time with the boys. It's always about Steve looking cool because of that, and I don't think he wants them in solid relationships. He wants to have them around for partying and hanging out. What do you think of that, Darla?
Darla's like, wets, baby wipes, $20. That's what I think. I think that's highfalutin highway robbery is what I think.
Hey, do you think there's any more of those Entenmann donuts in the back? Those were delicious. Bye.
So then we go back to Deacons. Sorry, Darla, you brought the show down. I believed in Darla. I mean, your Q rating went through the floor, dead.
Yeah, I really thought she was going to be much more exciting than that.
Yeah.
So back at Deacons, I wonder if you get fries there, they're called Deacon fries. That's going to be a deep cut for someone. There'll be one person who will get that joke. I'm not going to explain it.
Star was drinking water. I was drinking water.
Did you actually get my joke? This is the saddest thing you could ever do on a podcast. Did you get my joke?
Yeah, I got it. I just couldn't laugh. I was drinking with my tequila.
Anywho, so Galena, she's like, Jesse, it's your birthday.
I know.
And
Like Jesse, I know.
yeah, they got a party bus. I know. That's so cool. I'm glad they got a party bus. By the way, you know what's funny about these idiots? They literally got a party bus. It's like literally, it's a school bus that they party on. I was like,
Yeah.
So, Galena, do you feel I'm not going to start any trouble here? I'm just going to try and start some trouble. So, Galena, do you feel any better after talking to my mom, Christy, who was also fucked over by Steve Sr., who you just happened to be sitting next to because you chose the chair that I predicted you would choose? Tell us how that meeting went.
I'm grateful we found a connection. And by connection, it was more like I said, I'm so glad I got to see you. And she said, shut the fuck up and just be nicer to my son. That was cool.
Well, some wounds take longer to heal than other wounds, but I'm happy you guys got to talk and everyone basically adulted up and said, you know what? We are not the wronged ones in this situation. We are women and we have no right to complain about nothing. So I'm glad you guys had that in common. Good times.
Meanwhile, back up at that little ladies event, Christy's still talking to Darla. He is such a hypocrite. And Darla's like, he said that he does love you and will always love you. And that's what matters the most. No matter how much a guy treats you wrong, if he loves you, all that matters is that, because we're women and we just have to receive the love.
Yeah. So Christy's like, well, I believe that he loves me as much as he's capable of loving a person, but I want more than that for the boys. I want more than that for my boys. That's why I just, everything they do, I say, you did a good job. You did a good job.
And so then we go back and Steve Sr. flirts very heavily with Galena. He goes, so did you like the duck?
God, caliente aquí.
Ding, 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 ding. Ding, ding,
Ring, 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 ding dong, ding dong.
I'm sorry. Mash just been blowing up my phone. 1 second. I'm getting a lot of texts. Hold on. I'm just gonna leave. Okay. So,
Hey, y'all, the ketchup is ringing. Can someone take that to Dad? Take that to Dad. How has he found a way to communicate through the ketchup bottle?
guys, I want to do another bit. How much do you want to bet that the phone in front of my dad that is buzzing the most is my dad's phone? Who wants to bet that? Okay. You want to take that bet?
The producer asks Galena, how are you having a good time with Steve? And then Masha starts freaking out. She's like, I love it, stupid bitch.
So he leaves. Steve Sr. leaves and goes to the bathroom, and they of course have his microphone is off, but they capture audio, and he's like, what the fuck are you doing texting me like that when I'm in the middle of dinner with 15 other people? You said no pressure. This is the most pressure I've ever fucking seen. You need to disrespect my time with my sons. You're a woman and you're calling during man time. That's not right. Okay, I don't have time for this. Also, I'm about to take a dump. So how you like that?
He's such an idiot. I mean, this is literally lines from the first season that he said to Galena. He gets these women, then he's like, okay, you want everything with me? You want to be part of my business, raise my kids, do everything. You want to walk along the combine for the rest of our lives, but I don't want no pressure because I'm still open. I ain't never going to be bossed around by another woman in my life. And then thinks that they go, okay, so that means that he never has to do anything that they say or treat them with any kind of respect. That's this fucking guy. It's always the same thing over and over. Like, what do you think Masha's going to do? You know, the producers told her that you're in Nashville with Galena. What do you think she's going to do?
Of course. So he does all this thing, and he comes back to the table. He's like, we're all good. But of course, his phone is still going off, and they're like, ha, 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 ha. So now they go to their party bus, which, as I said before, is an actual bus with the roof sort of chopped off. I mean, it's fun. What can I say? I'm being a dick, but it's fun. And they are riding around, and Jake is like, so how you feeling about the wedding, Jesse? And Jesse's all nervous. He's really nervous about this wedding that he doesn't have to do anything for.
Yeah. And Steven's like, not much is changing. You're all pretty much married already. What's the difference? What's the difference going to be? Except that she's going to take over this entire company once she divorces your stupid ass, unless you have her sign a prenup. So Jesse's,
you can't say not much is changing when you just had a hissy fit about everything's changing. This is the last time we get to do a thing like this. Everything is changing. And it's like, well, not much is changing if you think about it.
Yeah, the wedding can only be stressful to Steven, really. Yeah. So Jesse's like, oh God, I'm stressed out now because everybody around me is talking about prenups and divorce. So yeah, it's kind of stressful. I wasn't even thinking about that part.
Well, this is my first time single in Nashville, so whatever happens. Great.
So Cole checks his phone and he's got 40 missed calls today. Well, you have literally done nothing wrong. Put your phone back in the pocket. Do you want me to get the law out of my pocket? Here you go. Let's scan the law. No mention of spice. It's not against the law. Okay. You were doing something lawful in searching for spice.
You are doing nothing wrong. I mean, 44 missed calls. I mean, so you have a girlfriend who's pregnant. 44 missed calls. What could it possibly be? Oh, maybe there's a complication. Maybe she went into labor. Maybe she died in pregnancy. Who knows? You couldn't have done it. I'm like, answer the damn call. Who knows what's on the other end of that?
How is he not answering a call from his pregnant fucking girlfriend? I mean, what is wrong with these guys? Like, I can't. So then, now they're like nightclubbing and we just see Cole taking shot after shot after shot after shot. And he's talking to some blonde girl at the bar. And, he's like, oh, I'm having a girl. She goes, are you excited? He goes, yeah, she's going to be my little buddy. She's going to be my everything, my everything.
And then he just starts going, they're all getting drunk. We see Cole getting drunker and drunker. And then all of a sudden he starts going, USA, USA, USA. You're not at the Olympics. You're at a bar drinking beer.
Do people in other countries do that? Are there people who are like, England, 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 England? Okay, I'll have another fireball. Thank you. Thank you.
Someone goes to the most touristy bar in a city in their country and starts shouting their country. I don't think that happens.
You guys, we know where we are. Like, could you turn location on in this bar? Nope. USA. USA. Where the fuck did you people think you were 2 seconds ago? Morons.
Although, to be fair, if they filmed this in 2024, there was a chance the Olympics were happening. But I'm pretty sure this is like in October or something. So I take it all back.
They made it seem like Cole was just like, go, USA. And then everybody joined in. I think it's just one of those things you can do in a country bar to feel community.
I think so. So then we go back to Jesse and Allie's city house. It's the next day. We're in Jesse and Allie's city house. The distant sound of subways rumbling by, taxicabs honking. There's a bum on the corner, panhandling for change.
Caroline drawing like, comic book art or greeting card art or whatever the fuck.
If you listen carefully, you can hear the sound of a puddle splashing on Carrie Bradshaw's dress.
Mm-hmm, yeah.
So Casey is getting her makeup done for her maternity photo, and Holly's doing her look and everything. And she's like, for some reason, I thought Cole was going to be here for the shoot today. So, wonder where he is, huh? Don't want to rub salt into wounds. But anyway, you want to talk about that?
He was supposed to originally. He's in Nashville, though. What's he doing in Nashville? I think it's a work thing, something about spice. I don't know. I just don't know.
Oh my gosh. Missing the maternity shoot's pretty bad. That's pretty bad. I don't like this.
It's shitty. I mean, look, I don't really get the whole maternity shoot thing in the first place. I'm not going to lie. I know it's a thing. I know it's like, it's not even, I know there's no controversy. It's not like a gender reveal. It's just something that happens now. I personally just don't get it. I don't know why you have to have these cheesy ass photos.
Well, we don't have to get it. Yeah. But it's like, it's an event. It's a pregnancy event. You're supposed to be there for pregnancy.
But I know it's like you're doing it together. And like, if you're going to say you're going to do it, then you do it. And if you were willing to draw a line before about a baby moon, draw a line around the maternity tests. I mean, it's just spices.
And by the way, we never see them taste spices. which is hilarious. We
It's
just
like,
see them do
we
shots.
see it in like a 1 second flashback. That was the thing I was
we
looking
do?
forward to the most. Yeah, they showed it for 1 second. We see Galena being like, oh, that tastes like honey. I'm like, after all this talk, we don't even get to see the spices. Aren't you trying to promote your spices?
Come on, guys. So then we go back to the boys, and it's the next day, and dun, 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 there's a woman's boot in the kitchen. And so Steven's like, Jesse, are these your boots? And he's like, no, you just keep working your way up those stairs. We've got 8 floors of 1 bedrooms in here. So good luck.
We've got 8 different McBees. So just go from next. It's like Goldilocks. I swear to God, going from each room. It's like, is it Cole? Hey, Coles, are these yours? Are these your boots? And then it's like, does Cole have a lady in his room? Knock, knock, knock. He doesn't. He was a good boy.
God. That's good news. I mean, mostly for Casey, but especially for the reputation of women in Nashville.
Honestly, especially for the reputation of Americans after all that USA chanting.
Yeah.
You know,
after spending time getting wasted in a bar screaming USA, USA, you can't just like celebrate mediocrity, like crawling into bed with Cole.
Exactly.
You know,
the most patriotic thing you could do is not sleep with Cole. That's a bipartisan thing. That brings MAGA and lefties together. Don't go near Cole. Don't.
Yeah, everybody
Cole.
can be.
Don't
It's
indulge
equally
him. Don't
grossed
talk to
out
him.
by Cole.
That's across the aisle.
Yeah. So finally, we go all the way up to the very tippy top, and it's Braden, the youngest McBee, who got it. And no word on if his mulleted friend was involved. We don't see him, but Braden got some. So good for him.
Braden got some. And he had a friend there, much like Imrule's friends. She got an arrow, but we never saw her face.
Yeah. And so Steven comes over. Wait, no, I'm sorry. The dad comes over later. But they're talking about the wives, and Cole's like, oh, no, but I did forget to call Casey, so I'm in trouble because she's not happy with me. Dun, dun. So we go back to the photo shoot, and Cole FaceTimes. He's like, you look so good, babe. I'm sorry I forgot to call. I'm kind of sad. She's like, and Allie takes it. She's like, you should be sad. What, isn't she a snack? Look at her. Hottest fucking pregnant woman in the world. A semi truck just called and tried to pull her into it. I mean, human trafficking has never looked so sexy, and you're missing everything. Loser.
Now, Allie, you have to really be careful with your words, because if you say that Casey's a snack to Cole, he might literally try to eat her. So just really, let's use
That's all you had to say in the first place. You should have just said Casey's a snack. He would have been there.
Just say, doesn't she look like you could find her on a shelf at 7-Eleven? He'd be like, wait a second. Also, by the way, okay, the call before going to bed. How do you forget that? Like, honestly, even if you're wasted, I feel like you still can remember to like text your loved one. I don't know.
Well, especially after a whole day of ignoring the calls from your pregnant girlfriend.
Exactly. Like when I'm away, I always text Dom before bed, like, good night, I hope you had a great day, whatever. Like you just do it. It's like, it should be part of I feel like, look, my relationship's different than other people's relationships, but I just feel like it's like part of the normal routine. Like it's just what you do, you know?
Yeah. Every night before I go to bed, I'm like, Bueller, are you okay? I love you. I didn't think about anything else for you.
Yeah. Cole probably was texting a hillside being like, sorry, I hit you. So Allie, bullshit. So whatever. Isn't she a snack? So now,
Braden's broken the bed, y'all. The brothers sneak up to spy on Braden and this girl, and they see that he's broken the bed, and they sneak downstairs laughing. And Steve Sr. comes out, and Jake's like, oh, hi, boss man, you're going to need a new bed. He's like, all right, just be respectful when she comes out of here, because one thing I'm teaching my boys is to respect women. All right?
So she comes through, they say hi, she walks out, and she has her boots back. So then Steven's like, hey, oh, sorry, no, son, you say this instead. Hey, look what I saw on Instagram. It's Masha. See where she is? Look at that. And it's like Masha has taken a photo with like that big Batman building in the background of Nashville. See, now this is how you terrorize someone. Janet was in such a snit about Zach on the Valley, posting in by text like, oh, I'm in Big Bear. The way you really do it is you drive out to Big Bear and you take the picture, Zach. That's how that's that follow in Masha's lead.
Yeah. well, you're kidding me. She's in Nashville. As if he doesn't know. And they're like, come on, you knew she was here. No, I swear I've not responded to a text or a call from her, except for yesterday when I went into the bathroom and screamed at her and nobody heard me. Surely. They're like, yeah, whatever. Nobody believes him. And he's like, well, she did call me and said that no one can tell me where me or my friends can be. So I guess she did it after all. Wait a minute. Something's going on outside. Is there something going on with my truck? And we find out that the window is busted. Masha strikes.
The windows busted. All the trucks have their windows busted in. Fun fact, it was not Masha. It was actually my telepathic rage, and it finally worked. After 13 years of watching Bravo, I was finally able to shoot my rage through a TV screen and break some windows.
I think, well, I mean, it was either Masha or Galena trying to frame Masha. What do you think?
Yeah. I think it was Masha. I think this one felt like a Masha crime. You know, Galena goes after the woman. Masha's going to go after the boys, I think.
Well, Galena did go after cars though in the past, because remember she smashed the car up.
True.
So I don't know, but you're right. She did go after. Well, I don't know. It's
Galena got dinner. Galena was welcomed into the fold. She got to sit with Steve, so she's feeling like high and mighty. And Masha's the one who's feeling on the outs at the moment. So Masha is. I think this is a Masha vandalism.
And also, she's on the scene, as we find out later.
She literally pops up right there. She's got like bloody knuckles.
Means motive opportunity. Yeah, she comes in. She's like,
Hello, boys. Was just playing some baseball outside. What a game. USA. I will talk to Dad. Goodbye. You stay down here, good boys. Masha loves you. Jack, you son of a bitch. How you leave me like this alone?
By the way, how did she know where they even were? So
that's their Nashville house. Everybody knows where the Nashville house is.
Oh, that's their Nashville house?
Yeah.
I thought it was an Airbnb.
No, they have a Nashville house. They're so broke, man. They just can't pay their debts. So they got a big party house in Nashville.
I know she's here. And he goes, she came for a spice meeting. You need to be tolerant. She came for a spice meeting. Okay? Fennel. Ever hear of it? It comes in seed form. She was there for that.
So she's like, okay, well, and he says, you flew all the way here. You're crazy. It was spice. She goes,
okay. You son of a bitch, I killed you in your sleep. You'll never live again. You'll not have knees left when I'm done with you. Goodbye, boys. Good to see you.
See ya,
Happy
boys.
birthday, Jess. Goodbye.
Happy birthday, bye. She comes out all cheery. They just had this big argument upstairs. She's like, well, I gotta get going. I told Masha I'd meet her behind a dumpster and we'd fuck.
Yeah, so he immediately skedaddled. She was like, you get the fuck outside right now. It's like, okay, boy, see you later.
So they leave. They get back to the farm. It's like 6 a.m. the next day. I guess they did an overnight drive, a long drive. They get in. Everyone's of course awake and hanging out. And I'm like, oh well, that was sort of a fun episode. Little did I realize there were still 10 minutes left of just sitting around this farmhouse. Literally, the rest of the episode is them sitting around this farmhouse.
Yeah. So Cole and Jesse come in, and Casey and Allie are there. And Cole's like, never doing that again. Never invite me there again. You're all going to say hi to me or what? And Casey's like, oh, you're here. I was just talking to Allie. Well, you didn't miss me? She's like, no, I didn't miss you. She's like, how come? I just didn't. He goes, wow, even the baby just kicked me. She's like, that's not the only one this family wants to kick you in the head. Cole.
The baby just thought you were a hillside. So then we go to a coffee shop, and Steven and Christy walk in. Oh, they're sitting there. They're going to have mother-daughter, mother-son talk. I lied. I forgot. There was also a coffee shop in the final 10 minutes. So Steven is like, so are we good with Casey and Allie now? And Christy's like, yeah, well, as long as your Nashville days are over, you're never allowed to go to Nashville ever again the rest of your life. And he's like, I mean, we really did have a meeting one of those days. I mean, we really did we had to try spices. And, you know, spices and seasonings, that's an important meeting, spices and seasonings. Everyone knows when I got my MBA, you have to learn about spices and seasonings. Mother, you're the most pessimistic person I ever met about spices and seasonings.
I didn't mean it to morph into a guy's trip, but it conveniently worked that way. Was, before the wedding, before Jesse's birthday weekend. She goes, yeah, well, I view it differently because I view it as a horrible timing with the wedding, a shower, a photo shoot. I mean, you might be single now, but Cole and Jesse are very much not. And I don't agree with the position you put everyone in. I need you to be a better example for your brothers.
Now, Mother, we did not need to be there for the baby shower. No, I was talking about baby shower, saying that was Cole's scheduled once every 2 weeks shower. Okay, we bought him new soap.
God forbid I be social. She goes, that's not what I said. Now, you literally just told me I have no social life without my brothers. You know what? If I have to stay in my house as a prison sentence because Jesse's getting married and Cole's having a baby, but because I'm single, I have to now be a hermit. Well, that was the most tame Nashville trip, and I do nothing wrong. No, you just have to go make friends or get some life outside of your brothers and stop dragging everybody into your bullshit, just like your father. Your mother's right, sir.
Listen, you snowflake. Okay, she's just saying that he's got a wedding coming up. He's got a baby on the way. And now is not the time for you guys to be gallivanting all around Nashville, especially on the heels of you having a hissy fit about harvest season and you can't go on a baby moon. So shut the fuck up. And
also, you weren't just taking, go jerk off on a what?
Corner.
Jerk off in a corner. Also, you didn't just take them out of love in your heart. You made them go as their boss. That's different too, you little asshole. So he gets really mad and his eyes get really mean, just like his dad's when he gets mad. He has mean eyes. And Christy's like, well, you're just frustrated over your situation with Kella and you're taking it out on me. And he's like, well, at least she's around all her friends and her family. And here I am living in isolation 5 miles from the nearest neighbor. I mean, God forbid I go to Nashville. I'm a horrible person. I mean, I guess we won't go there anymore then. Don't worry. And she's like, okay, I'm going to take this mic off. Because you are going to respect me. I will not have you talk to me like that. Do you understand me? I'm going to take my 19,000 calorie milkshake that I'm drinking in whatever kind of shop that we're in.
They showed that thing. I was like, the Statue of Liberty of lattes with me.
It's like, how is this woman so thin? It looked like an arm. It looked like a full arm filled with just cream. Delicious.
She looked like looked delicious. She also looked like she was doing an off-camera bet with someone. She's like, Chrissy, I bet you can't even go to Darla's coffee shop and drink a full-size double cream latte. She's like, I bet I can. I will do it. And she orders it and she's staring at it the whole time in total fear. You can do it, Chrissy. You can do it.
So he's like, oh God. She goes, I'm not going to let you treat me like this. And he says, you're the one talking to me, mother. She goes, well, maybe that needed to happen. Now, excuse me. You know what? I'm going to finish this in the car, Maisie. It was good to see you.
He's all mad. He's like, I can't believe Mother said I can't go to Nashville anymore. Do you know, by the way, this bullshit, do you know how hard it is? I live 5 miles from the nearest neighbor. Whose fault is that? Whose fault is that? You chose this lifestyle.
Resentful. He's resentful because he's left to run the company and he's stuck as a prisoner for this company that's failing. And he's the only educated one and he has to share everything with his brothers who really don't have any brains. And he's the brains behind the operation. The only trouble is your operation is failing because of you. You're a big part of that. So you can't really resent anybody for having to live there when you're failing. If you're rich and you start making them money, then you can leave, but you can't pull a check for going and living a rock star life in Dallas or whatever you want. Make up your mind.
Also, 5 miles in the country is 5 minutes, by the way. 5 miles in Los Angeles is an hour. 5 miles in Gatlin, wherever they are, Gallatin, that's going to be 5 minutes. So I really don't want to hear it. Okay.
Well, he basically said in the first episode of season 1, he was talking about how he's stuck here to help the family business and there's literally nobody to date because everybody's married or they've known each other since middle school, like his brothers and their girlfriends, So there's no one to date. There's no one on Tinder. You go on Tinder and it's 80 miles away. And so he has to go to Dallas to meet anybody and there's nobody close. And that's why he stays with Kala because that's literally all he has.
Yeah. Yeah.
Kala. So cry for him, Ben. Feel for him. Okay.
I feel so bad for him.
He's suffering.
I feel so bad
hard
for him.
It's hard.
So Now we go to Jesse and Allie's farmhouse because they're still all sitting there. And Jesse is like, we retired Nashville. And Allie's like, good. But you're really done for a while. And he's like, forever. And Cole goes, ever. And Casey goes, why? I mean, I'd go back just to, and she goes, but why? No, you won't. But I'm wondering why you're saying that you won't go back. And he's like, because I thought you guys would like to hear me say that I wouldn't go back. I will go back, but I thought what would be nice would be if I said I wouldn't go back, because that way it would be a lie, but it'd make you smile. And ladies need to smile.
I'm just trying to make you less mad at me. She's like, well, you might as well be honest, not say never, because we know 6 months you're going to go. He's like, well, for one, I don't have any upcoming Nashville trips. He goes, well, but like how you said at the lake, you're never drinking again. And then you was drinking. He's like, well, but between the time of the lake to Nashville, I didn't drink.
Like, yeah, but that was 2 weeks. Yeah. Sometimes I feel like nothing I ever say is right. I'm like, because it isn't right. And you should just stop speaking.
Yeah, that's the one thing you're correct about. Nothing you ever say is right.
He's like, hey, y'all hear that Braden found a girlfriend? He's in love. Oh, yeah? Was that the only girl around? Yeah. You lying? I mean, Mac and Johnny had girls. Why is this episode still going? Why is this?
Because they had girls. They were supposed to have girls. And it's like, I can't tell my friends what to do. And she's like, you can just answer. He's like, well, I'm tired of fighting and being accused of things that I did. She's like, well, I'm tired of having to set boundaries and get ignored. I just did a baby shoot by myself in the corn.
Hey, you guys ever wonder what Steven's up to? Maybe he's sitting in a coffee shop somewhere feeling sad because mom just sort of told him off by walking out a little bit. And they're like, yeah, let's go over there. So there's Steven sitting alone next to his giant Burj Dubai of coffee. And he's, and it's like, bling, bling. Kala saying, hey. It's like, dun, dun, dun. Kala's coming back. And like, this is supposed to be like a big shocking thing, but it's not shocking when we saw her packing up her stupid vase full of flowers last episode. Like, you got to make us miss them before you bring them back.
Yeah. No one is surprised. Okay. No one is surprised. So that was it. The big McBee Dynasty, guys. Hope it all works out.
God. Maybe this time it'll work out for Steven and Kala. Time will tell.
Please, just give it another shot, you crazy kids.
Next week, it looks like Cole is getting down on one knee and giving Casey some sort of popsicle ring or whatever. I guess he's going to pop the question. Or
let's see if he pops a prenup as well, because he was pretty judgy about that prenup today. So let's see if he tries to drop that. Casey will beat his ass. Let's see.
Yeah. Thanks everyone for being here. Love talking to you, Ronnie. And we'll be back with the Valley on the next episode.
Bye everybody.
You deserve a bonus compliment. Why not?
Sweet.
Bye.
Bye.
Watch What Crappens would like to thank its premium sponsors. Ain't no thing like Allison King. It's always a party on Allison Block.
Our way is the Amber way.
It's the Foster and the Furious. It's Amanda Foster. It's always automatic with Ashley Auto. Put your hands together for Carly Clapp.
Get on the right foot with Chrissy Offit.
She's not just a Sheila, she's a Daniela. Etchels.
We never miss her call. It's Diane Call.
Aaron McNicholas. She don't miss no trickolas.
Hava Nagila Weber.
You'll never hide from Heidi Eleanor Jones. I go, you go, we all go for Hugo. Jamie. She has no last namey.
She's our kind of mess. It's Jennifer Messer.
Sipped some scotch with Jessica Trotch.
She's our favorite streamer, Caroline Peacock.
Kristen the Piston Anderson. Get a bee in your bonnet with Lacey B.
Que sera, whatever will be, will Lauren Silsby.
Bringing the funk, it's Leslie Plunkett.
She gets an A from us. It's Lindsay D. Let's give a kisserino to Lisa Lino. Fresh as a daisy, it's Maisie McHenry. We love her on the rocks. It's Melissa Cox. Megan Berg. You can't have a burger without the Berg.
This is Livin' with Michelle Vivian.
I love ya, Olivia Williamson. Tastier than Flanderson, it's Rachel Manderson.
She sure is swell, it's Raquel.
Yes, we canna, it's Savannah.
Cast a spell with Shannon Spellman. Let's share with Sharon Eldridge.
Darn Skippy, it's Tippy.
And our super premium sponsors. She's VVIP, it's Amanda V. Can't lose when you're with Amy Baldwin.
Somebody get us 10 cc's of Betsy MD.
We're taking the gold with Brenda Silva.
Let's get real with Caitlin O'Neill.
Don't get salty with Christine Pepper. Can't have a meal without the Emily Sides.
Who, what, why, where, and Gwen Pentland.
Let's go into the woods with Guy Tubbs.
It's our queen. It's Queen Latifah.
Nobody holds a candle to Jamie Kendall. Hail the cork master, the master of the cork, Jennifer Corcoran. We got our wish, it's Jen Plish.
She's not harsh, she's Jill Hirsch.
My favorite Murdo, Karen McMurdo. We love him madly, it's Kyle Pod Shadley. In the study with a candlestick, it's Leslie Peacock.
Gee, it's Lisa H.
We're ride or die for Lisa Ryder Barron. She's a whiz, it's Liz Sarthy. Always killing it, it's Lola Alkalani.
The incredible edible Matthews sisters. She eases our woes, it's Melissa St. Rose. There's a chance of meatballs, it's Rebecca Cloud.
Neat. It's Ronit Feldman.
She's the queen bee, it's Sarah Lemke.
We cannot tell a lie. It's Sarah Telefson.
Shannon, out of a cannon, Anthony.
Please don't stop, it's Soli and Pop.
Let's take off with Tamla Plain.
It's always a good time when you're wasting time with Bravo. She ain't no shrinking Violet Kuchar. We love you guys.